We're going to do a prayer craft. But before we do, we're going to look up and read a little bit of today's story in the Bible. So today's story was the Good Samaritan. And you'll already have watched the video. Jesus was answering a question that somebody had asked him. So I'm going to read that bit. I'm going to read it from Luke chapter 10, and I'm going to read verse 27 to 29. He answered, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul and with all your strength and with all your mind, and love your neighbour as yourself." "You have answered correctly," Jesus replied. "Do this and you will live." But he wanted to justify himself, so he asked Jesus, "Who is my neighbour?" So that was the man asking Jesus who was his neighbour. He was trying to catch Jesus out. But Jesus' answer was to tell him the story of the Good Samaritan. We have an activity to help us think about who our neighbour is and what we can do. And we're going to make a chooser. So, some of you will be able to click the link and print out this sheet. And that's great if you can do that. If not, I'll also show you how to do it with a piece of paper. You'll still need to click the link because you'll need to be able to see the sheet. So, the instructions are on the sheet, but we're going to go through it and make it. And the first thing you need to do is going to be to write your words on the insides. Now, the idea of this chooser is it's to help us to think about the Good Samaritan and who our neighbours are, because that's where it says, "Who is my neighbour?" And Jesus wanted us to think about who our neighbours are. At the moment, that's even more important because of what's going on in the world. So, I've got one that I've already written mine in. I've written some different ideas. I've written key workers. I've even written the question, who can I help? I've written carers, NHS staff, friends and family, church family, people with disabilities and health problems, and lonely people. And those are the people that came up to me in my mind. You can use those ones as well, or you might want to come up with your own ideas. Once you've written all your ideas, or maybe you're going to draw a little picture of one in the little triangle, then you can cut out on the bold line. Don't cut up the instructions at the bottom because you need them to know what to do. Okay, so you've cut it all out. Now you're ready to start folding. So the first thing you're going to do is turn it over. I've pre-folded mine, so if you can see the creases, that's why. And you're going to take each corner and fold it into the middle and crease along the line when you know it's straight. You're going to turn it, fold the next corner into the middle, crease along the line till it's straight, and again, and then finally the last one until you've gone all the way round and folded all of the corners. Okay, once you've done that, you turn it over again, and this time you're going to fold the corners into the centre where you've got the dotted line. So you fold the numbers in and cover up your writing or your drawings. Fold along the crease, press down. Fold along the crease, press down along the line. Turn it round. The third one, and then the last one, and press down. So now you should have all of your numbers facing you. Now you're going to fold it in half and press down. Open it again and fold it in half the other way and press down. Now you're ready to pop your fingers in underneath. Make sure it stays down, so that now you've got the question, who is my neighbour? And now you're ready. So, which one would you like?
Who?
So, WHO. Which number?
3.
1, 2, 3. Which number now?
5.
5. So we have a look, and number 5 says NHS staff. So we're going to pray, or when you do your chooser, that's who you pray for at that time. So the idea is it's a fun way through the rest of this week to think about who is my neighbour. Oh, let's get it the right way around. Who is my neighbour and who I should pray for.